Graham Motion is with us to talk about his horse in the Grade 1 Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. How great. Before we do that, when you talk to trainers and jockeys, they all say when they tell somebody what they do for a living, the first thing they ask is, well, have you ever won the Kentucky Derby? You can say yes. How has that changed your life?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I've had that question.
Just tell it, Bernie won't teach you everything you know.
I can't say I've had that question a lot, but it is very gratifying when you're asked that question to be able to say you did it. You know, I never imagined that I would be able to answer that question and say that I won the Kentucky Derby. So it's a big thrill. I think it's more about how you're perceived than anything, but it's very gratifying to have won the race that everybody wants to win. So.
I don't know, as a trainer, did you ever allow yourself to imagine what it would feel like, and if you did, how did it compare?
No, I didn't. I honestly don't think I did. I think it's so high on the Derby is so high on a pedestal. So many things have to go right to get there. I think it's almost unfair to expect to win a race, to win that race. And the fact that I was able to win it, and maybe one day I'll get a chance to have another go at it, it's amazing to me, really.
Let's talk about Howe great in his engagement in the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. 4 straight wins. How is he coming up to this race?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because for a horse who's won 4 straight, I think he's a little bit underrated, perhaps. I think more people talked about the runner-up last time when we actually won the race, but he's kind of a little bit under the radar. He's not a flashy horse, this horse. He's not an overly impressive horse in the morning. He's just a horse that gets the job done. So, we've pointed him for this race since he ran in the Palm Beach, and he's been training here for 3 weeks now, so I feel good about running him on Saturday.
First time on anything other than turf. How has he done here as far as his training?
Yeah, I mean, he's handled the synthetic well as far as I'm concerned. He's handled it well when he was at Fair Hill. He was on the Tapeta. I always thought it was a surface that he should handle. I don't think that'll be an excuse.
Large field. What about his tractability for a rider if there should be traffic issues?
To me, this horse is a very tractable horse. I think he's inherited being on the lead or close to the lead in Florida, because in those races there wasn't a lot of speed. I don't think he's a horse that has to be on the lead by any means. I think he's always going to be forwardly placed. But I think he's a very sensible horse to ride, and I wouldn't expect him to be on the lead on Saturday.
Let me ask you about Aruna running in the Grade 1 Jenny Wiley. First start this year. How is she in terms of her readiness for that kind of challenge?
Yeah, she's doing great. I mean, I didn't run her in this race last year, but the fact that it's a Grade 1 this year, it's almost a must. I've been pointing her for this race since 1st of January. Now it's on top of us. You start questioning yourself with her fitness a little bit. It's always the way. It seems like a great idea back then, but she's doing great. She's had 7 works. Last couple of works have been pretty serious at Fair Hill. She's a lovely mare, this mare. She looks amazing. I'm excited about running her.
But this wasn't, I guess, in terms of preparation, this one. Well, we'll start here and look to other things. This was a goal in itself.
No, absolutely. I mean, look, she's probably only going to run 5 times this year, so I'm not looking to give her a race, let's put it that way. It's certainly not in a Grade 1.
Tell us how Went the Day Well is doing and what the plan is for him.
Went the Day Well is going to breeze on Saturday. We're very much pointing for the Derby. We just hope when the time comes we have enough earnings to get in. I guess we'll find out after this weekend.
If it doesn't go well in that regard, would you point to the Preakness?
Yes, I think that's what we would do. That would be our backup plan. I think there's a slim chance he would run in the Lexington if it really doesn't look good for the Derby, but right now our plan is to point for the Derby. We really want to run. He's doing great. I think he'll love the mile and a quarter, and we know he handles the dirt already.